And since then, at the age of 25, I earned my very first $1 million. Guys, Bob changed my life. When I met Bob, guys, I was $10,000 in credit card debt. I was sleeping on my grandparents' couch. I had a 400 credit score. I remember that collections people were calling me for like 9 months straight. I remember going to Colombia thinking, you guys aren't gonna find me out here. And I remember I had no car insurance for 2 years, man. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. Because at that time, I was doing everything that the outside world said to do to become successful. I was reading books and I was taking courses and I was working hard. I was going to door. I was consuming so much information and I was a guy that was getting after it, but I didn't have results. So when I came to meet Bob Proctor, I'm getting the chills right now. When I came to meet Bob, I was egoless. I said, man, check this out, guys. So how was it that I even stumbled across Bob? So I was in San Diego, that's my hometown. I was driving for Lyft and Amazon at the time, back in San Diego, sleeping on my grandparents' couch. And I remember going through SoundCloud, just listening to different people, because during those times, I wasn't listening to music. I would have an earbud in and I would listen to Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn. And then something strange happened. Bob's message resonated with me. Like many of you that are watching this call now, Bob's message resonated with me. It was something different, and nothing wrong to say about other mentors. But when I would listen to Tony, I felt like I was motivated, but I didn't know what to do. And if I went to another mentor, it's just like, it felt like it went over my head. I needed something deeper. But then when I met Bob, I feel like I connected with him. And then I started consuming, and I went down the little rabbit hole of what Bob had to offer. And when watching all of his YouTube videos, and here I am watching his YouTube videos as I'm driving for Lyft, earning $50 a day, sleeping on my grandparents' couch. But Bob said, come to my event. At the end of his YouTube video, he would say, come to my event. And I did. Check this out, guys. I haven't shared this with a lot of people. By the time I had found out that Bob was having an event in Los Angeles, it was sold out. It was sold out because I had to save enough money. The ticket was $500. I didn't have $500. But by the time I had saved $500, it took about a week and a half or so, it was sold out. Let me tell you this, guys. I said I was gonna go to that event no matter what. I was not gonna stay in my life sleeping on this couch. I was gonna go to that event in Los Angeles and I was gonna change my life and I was gonna meet Bob Proctor. Here I am, 24 years old, living that life, sleeping on a grandparent's couch. And I called them, and they had their phone number on the website, and I called them and I said, can you sell me a ticket, please? I want to come to the event. They said it's sold out. I called them back again. Can you please give me a ticket? No, sorry, it's sold out. I wrote them a nice email. Can you please sell me a ticket to your event? No, it's sold out. I called a third time. I was persistent. I called a third time. It's maybe about 2 days before the event. And I said, lady, listen, I'm coming to that event. I'm driving up there from San Diego to LA. So you have two choices right now. Number one, you can take my $500 right now over the phone, or option number two, I'm gonna go to the door and then I can pay you there in cash. Which would you prefer? And she said, all right, we'll give you a ticket. And I went to the event. And I go to that event and it changed my life. I remember walking in and Bob's talking about stick figure and conscious mind and subconscious mind. And I don't know anything. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? Law of vibration, law of attraction. And I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm excited because it resonated with me. It's like, sometimes we don't understand what the guy is saying on the screen, but it just, you feel it, right? You feel it. Something in my intuition said, DeAndre, you need to work with this guy. You need to work with this guy. And I remember it was the second day of the event and I started getting nervous and I'm like, oh my God, I need to work with him. What do I do after this event? It was so much information. Hit that like button. By the way, share this video, family. You see at the bottom, hit share. Share with your group chat. Share with your mentor. Share with some people that would love to know this information. So I'm at this event, guys, and I'm sitting at the back of the room and I'm just smiling. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm learning. And then it comes to the point where they said, you know what, if you want to come work with us, come to the back of the room. And I remember Whew, I remember like it was yesterday, sitting at the desk with the vice president, and they're sharing testimonials about being a consultant. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I get to learn this information, because remember, I was overwhelmed. They're talking about mindset, and I don't know any of this stuff. I don't come from this world. I didn't know this, but I was excited. And that was the most important thing. I was excited. And I said, I want to work with you guys. And they're telling us about the testimonials. And I met Maddie. Maddie just texted me a couple minutes ago. Maddie, she was my age, earning $100,000 a month as a consultant, and that sold me. Man, I want to work with you, Bob. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting at this desk, and next to me, I was sitting with the vice president, Raj, and he said, DeAndre, I would love for you to work with us. I love your energy. I love the way you carry yourself. And I told him that my dream was, I knew it was deep down inside of me that I was supposed to do something special. I just didn't know why I was failing. And he said, come work with us, and I'll teach you what we're doing. Come work with Bob, study under him, and it will change your life. And I remember it like it was yesterday. Bob said this, DeAndre, study this material for 6 months, and you'll need a telescope to look back at your life. And I believed him. That was enough. That was all I needed to know, that he believed in me more than I believed in myself, because the outside world said I was a failure. My family said I was a failure, but Bob believed in me. Not only did he believe in me, he believed in the opportunity of being a consultant, and he believed in the material because he was teaching it for so long. He believed in me so much that I put the credit card. I started on a credit card. Man, it was my grandfather's credit card. Shout out to you, Grandpa. I had a credit card with $5,000 on it that I was supposed to get started with Amazon with. And I put $5,000 on that credit card. I remember being so scared, guys. I was so scared. I was like, man, how am I gonna pay off this $5,000 to work with Bob? And not only that, I committed to paying him $3,000 a month. I was only earning $1,500, $1,800 a month driving for Lyft and Amazon, but I knew one thing: I was not gonna go back to my old life. I didn't want that life. I wanted something different, and I was willing to take a risk on it. And I got started as a consultant. I signed my paperwork, and I remember my heart pumping. I remember crying like, what the fuck did I just start in my language? What the F did I just get started in? I don't even know what I'm selling. Am I a law of attraction coach? Am I a mindset coach? What am I? But all I had was faith that the material that Bob Proctor was teaching, it changed his life. It changed the life of everybody else in that seminar. Damn it, it was gonna change my life too. And I remember coming back the second day of that event, or the third day of the event, the day after, and I asked for a refund. I said, you know what? I think I got into over my head. I was too emotional. Can I have a refund, please? And guess what Bob said? No, no, we don't do refunds. And at the time I was a little upset, but I went forward because I wasn't gonna leave that money. And that's one of the reasons that I don't do refunds either, because it changed my life. I could not go backwards. I had made a decision that I was gonna work with them, and I was gonna figure it out. And figure it out I did. I just started studying the program. I just started like understanding what this was. For many of you that know, one of the program that I was studying at the time and then eventually was gonna sell was Thinking into Results. I started studying it. I stopped driving for Lyft. I stopped driving for Amazon, and I started opening up this book. I would listen to the audios over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I didn't have a choice. I had $5,000 on this credit card. I had $3,000 a month. I was only earning $2,000 a month. I didn't have no choice. And something happened, guys. 2 months later, about 47 days in, 60 days in, as many of you guys know, it changed my life. I had my first 6-figure month. You see, the month of April 2020, I remember going into that month, lockdowns were happening. I was in Colombia at about $1,200 in my bank account. And I was wondering how I was gonna make it. I was wondering how to start this business. I didn't even know what I was, law of attraction coach. I didn't even know what I was teaching. I was just so nervous. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know my left foot from my right foot, but I believed in something bigger than me. I believed that the material that Bob had for me, if it changed his life, it could change mine. And everything manifested. And since then, at the age of 25, I earned my very first $1 million. Guys, Bob changed my life. So when I heard that he passed away earlier, I didn't know how I was gonna feel. You know, at first, like I said, I was suppressing the emotions. And then I went to go do a little meditation. And when I went to do the meditation, it came over me and I just started crying. I was like, that's crazy. I wasn't expecting it like this. And I didn't cry for too long. But I did have a little, some tears in my eyes, and I went and did a meditation. I went and did a meditation for about 2 hours. I didn't know it was 2 hours, but after I looked at the clock, it was 2 hours. And, I was sitting with Bob in spirit, and I feel more connected to Bob now more than ever. He lives in me. He lives in many of us forever. I saw in the comments somewhere that a person dies twice. One in the physical body. The second one is when their name is last spoken. And Bob was literally a living legend. A living legend. A living legend. And now, as he transitioned on to the next phase of his life, he will always be remembered as the legend. The man who, for decades, through thick and thin, through opposition, through seminars, through lockdowns, through old age, through millions of dollars, through setbacks, that he put people first. And he gave so many of us an opportunity back at life again. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be this guy sitting at this desk if it wasn't for Bob. For many of you that are watching on this call now, he changed your life indirectly, either directly or indirectly. Whether you guys are one of my clients watching, you've going through our program, watched his YouTube videos or whatever.